You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his life from birth to death. Your choices shall define who Sir Brante will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what mark he'll leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Brante's character will change and evolve. Your decision will close some doors for him, but open many others. The world of Sir Brante's birth is a ruthless realm where people are divided into estates. It is hard to be a hero here. Be ready to accept that Sir Brante cannot overcome every challenge in his path. Every hard choice will test his character and personal qualities. Often you will not be able to make the choice you'd like to. It may happen because you chose a different road earlier, exhausted your hero's willpower, or haven't earned the right position in society. Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved with bitter losses and gut-wrenching failures. Accept the tragedy. This is how you will create a gripping and unique tale for your hero. What will become of your Sir Brante, his loved ones, and his world all depends on you. Cool.
The story of my life remains written.
Yo, did I skip it?
The story of my life remains written on these pages. But my fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, every person I met made me what I am.
Oh man.
Could I have taken a different path? Could I have found a different calling? Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
Oh, I didn't even miss that much. What the fuck? At the end of time, your fingers are stained with ink. Your breathing grows ragged. Your hands are shaking, yet the words begin appearing on the page before you one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you, and how did you reach this end? Wow. You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed Arcanian Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth. Whether human or Arcanian, nobleman, priest, or low-born commoner, all bend to the divine will of the twin gods, and each life is not but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. Wow. Basically just said you're useless. You're nothing. You're just nothing. The memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone, the dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood, high ranks and lowly deeds, opulent palaces, secretive city backstreets, fields of battle, and faces. So many faces of the people you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink, erupting onto the page. With your every step you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice. All of it led you here to the end of your time. And every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory. The pain and joy, inextricably intermingled. Could you have taken a different path, chosen a different calling, found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with the doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all, your life, of all the past in life. Why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Wow. The man himself, the world around him, a higher power, or there is no destiny? Hey! Okay, so the man himself, your life has always been yours to live. You made your own destiny. Your path was charted for you by the people, the age, and the society in which you lived. This is all kind of relevant to the conversations we were having earlier. That's kind of funny. Your destiny was forged by a power greater than your own will. Destiny does not exist. Human life is an exercise in chance. It is not governed by any laws. I was feeling either no destiny or like the world around him kind of vibe. I'll go with no destiny. You stand tall and stare death in the face, unflinching. There was no higher power guiding your life. It was just a wild jig, a chaotic tangle of innumerable human wills, actions, and accidents. The only thing that could ever turn this chaos into an orderly narrative is the eternal human drive for storytelling. I mean, that's one way to think about it. Your life had no greater meaning. You were neither cursed by fate nor guided by providence. And this is what made you truly free. Well, that's a bar right there. But are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Wolfgang Brante will live once more. Okay. So it goes childhood, adolescence, youth, peacetime, and then the revolt. Got it. Okay. Year 1118. 1118, basically. Yeah. Oh, I just touched the screen. I was like, what do I do? Whoa. Chapter 1, Childhood. Childhood. Where life begins, first words, first unsteady steps. You are but a small child learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, and so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you. So many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. Yet you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in this world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? Prologue. Growing up. In chapters childhood, adolescence, and youth, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personalities, qualities, and relationships. By the end of the prologue, you will determine the state and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood would he start to influence the world around him and even the ultimate fate of the empire. Who will Wolfgang Brante grow up to be? It's your call. Cool. So let's see what kind of kid I was. Events in the personal life of the hero that can happen in this chapter. The fencing lesson. You dare to study fencing like your father, even though you have no right to it by birth. Conditions. I'm not going to remember the conditions. I'll just read what they are. Beyond. As a small child, you suffer your first death and rebirth. What? An epiphany. You experience an insight when your mother tells you about the ways of the world and the lots of its inhabitants. Holy hell. I like epiphany one. You challenge the sacred order and attempt to seize a noble law. Not really that one. I feel like Beyond and Epiphany seems the most interesting. Let's see. Your personality qualities at this age, they determine which choices you may take. So my determination is 0. I'm spineless. Okay. My perception is also 0. I'm inattentive. I'm just like a useless child. What the hell? My willpower is also 0. I'm ready for action though, I guess. So I'm not depressed, but I'm not really useful either. Deaths. I'm untouched by death. Right. The sections that open in this chapter. Destiny screen is now available. Okay, this is an icon for Destiny, the star one. The person one is personality. House of Bronte screen is now available in families. So the tree one is the family tree, okay. Why aren't his stats already maxed out? Yeah, why didn't he just come into this world like freaking God? I don't know, welcome twin. Make it into the world. Woo, I'm a newborn. Woo! At first, there was nothing. No time, no sensation, nothing but darkness and void. But then a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit was set in motion. History began its march. Ew. Jesus. Whose baby is this? It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory. You are lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. You are not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. Describing humans as colossal figures is hilarious. You're a part of them and they are a part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two. This is like such a strange way of describing like existence. Holy hell. I mean, I guess that is truly funny. Like, imagine waking up one day and just people are like telling you, I am your parents, but like all you hear is nonsense. Like, you don't understand language, you don't understand anything. And you're just like supposed to listen to these people. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two of them, the ones who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They're united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and empathetic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there is also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. Ooh! So reach out the palm. You grasp the first of the figures by the finger, or reach out to the fist. You place a tiny hand. Interesting. Or smile at the shadow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's actually a really interesting choice to have. My first choice, my first action of will is who do I reach for first? So the kind and gentle palm, the closed fist, or the shadow? I feel like the shadow. Like, I feel like the shadow, honestly. I feel like it's either the shadow or the palm. I think I'm gonna pick the shadow. Mom and Dad, get out the way. Let me talk to the demons. Who's the third person? It could be like one of those like clairvoyant kind of thing, I guess. Like you're seeing essence. Something that's not visible to the eye. It might not be a real, like it might not be like a tangible being. It might just be the idea of one. Your first smile appears on your face, awkward yet genuine. Your father and mother exchange looks and start talking. You know no words yet, so all you hear is a sequence of booming sounds. The stranger behind them has no need for words. The stranger's look is all it takes for you to feel the will to live and act that now burns within you. The shadow brings a finger to its lips, as if to say, there, baby, don't cry, this is our secret now. And then the shadow melts into the light. I'm full of power, yo! I'm full of power! Wolfgang gonna be a menace? I don't know what you mean, man. I'm gonna be a sweetheart. Your life in this world begins. How will you live it? In 1 year. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong cold hands. He visits you rarely. Hello there, little Wolfgang Brante. His name is Robert. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. Oh wait, I feel like I need voices for them. No, I can't do that. Her name's Lydia, okay. There are two more children in the family named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hands as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Oh look, this is your brother and sister. Yeah, maybe as I get into it and I figure out their personality, maybe the voices will come. Yeah. Oh, why does he look like that? So, yeah, you're my little brother. We're gonna play together, but I'll always be in charge because you were born a commoner. What? Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Wolfgang. Let's go. I feel like she's British. I don't know why. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Wolfgang. Let's go play in the yard. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky far above and away from you is a gigantic pillar and perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at it. Why are you staring? I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see what you just said. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know? Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little baby. How he's gonna play? Then you hide him, and I'll try to find both of you. You have no idea what they are talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes her hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches you. You can't see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason, and then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? Oh my god! These siblings are... like... you can't just leave a baby, just like... Cry loudly. You start crying, hoping to be found. Find it. You get off the ground and start crawling through the bushes to find your way back home. I feel like so many things could go wrong with that. Sit there and wait. You start playing with leaves and twigs and little bugs. I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like sit there and wait might be what he does. He doesn't seem like a very like... I don't know. I'm just like, I'm scared that one of these options is gonna end up with like him getting sick or something. Like find your way home, I feel like an accident's prone to happen. Sit there and wait, I feel like you could still be left outside, but I feel like... I'm gonna say sit there and wait. Cause they did tell you, like, you're playing hide and seek. So maybe they're trying to see how long. I'll say sit there and wait. The bush is covered with leaves swaying in the wind. You brush through them with your fingers. The twigs and branches are stiff and will not bend. They are different from the blades of grass. Down on the ground, you see a group of bugs carrying a little twig. You grab it from them. They're so funny. One of the bugs crawls on your fingers and bites it, just enough to sting a little. This is how you fucking get Lyme disease, you know? Like, bruh. You hear brisk steps, then the leaves and twigs rustling and parting. Your mother leans over you. You greet her with a happy face and show her the finger with the bug on it. So that's where they took you. Mother picks you up, puts you on her chest. Puts you to her chest and pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stefan keeps staring at his feet. Damn, they had the mother worried sick. Fucking asshole of siblings. Yeah, you should feel bad. You should feel bad. Like, bro. I was only one then too. I was only one. Another member, you're still a little child, but you already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house giving order to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. My son, today is the great descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. I feel like this is where shit takes a left turn. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There's nothing there but a bare wooden floor. Today, we're not allowed to go to any other rooms, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the great descent, everyone must be where they belong. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You're sitting on the cold floor, confused, with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. When the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them. 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand, guide us by the twins' commands. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born to the day when you pass on. Know your lot and know the prayer for the twins see everywhere. You're transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze, and a smile creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, Wolfgang? You know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar, and if you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mom is a commoner too, so the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Jesus. Understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everyone. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the songs over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerges 2 figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder, the other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happen before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light, but what will these words be? I'm gonna sing it properly, I guess. Know your lot and know the prayer. For the twins see everywhere. You sing the last line together, Gloria. Your sister looks up at you in surprise and gives you a nod. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Gloria turns its head to look at where you were staring. Did you see something, Wolfgang? You shake your head. Not anymore. Curious. What the hell? Am I like freaking psychic or something? I'm 3 years old now. You're starting to understand more and more of what adults say. Your family is an unusual one. Your father is a noble one, but not by birth. His is a title earned through great service, but your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but father says you may yet come unto nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart the many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Again and again, you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of holy light that shines in the sky all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. The greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high, but even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother Stefan now spends less and less time playing with Gloria and you. Playing with commoners is beneath a noble one to be, he says. Fucking course. So Gloria calls him names, and Stefan pulls her pigtails. One fine evening, father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You will have another little brother or sister soon. What the fuck? Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl, you will love them the most. When father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those stories of war generals and rebellions quite enchanting, and father approves of your fascination. Study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword, but first you need to grow up. Growing up. The concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. Alluring. You keep the lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud. And it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. The stick hit you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. You see Mother's shoe walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She is not as gentle to you these days. Why did you hurt Stefan, Wolfgang? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword. What the hell? That's your brother. Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hits you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer, for your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. What the fuck? I'm supposed to give a shit? Like, what? Like... If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. That is your lot. And the sooner you learn it, the better off our entire family will be. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look up at Mother in fear, not sure what to do. Accept your punishment? Deny your guilt? So accept your punishment is accept your guilt and tell Mother you are ready to be punished. You continue to insist that you are not guilty and will not be punished no matter what. You demand that Mother explains why things are like this. Yeah, Wolfgang won't abide to these obvious rules. Yeah, like, who do you think I am? I respect my mother, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna flat out just deny my guilt just to be like, I think the demand and explanation is very, like, especially if you're a kid and you're, like, still learning about the world around you. I feel like you would be like, I would say deny an explanation. You start asking questions. Why were you born a commoner if your father's a noble? If you have your father's name, why can't you have his lot? And why can't you choose a lot for yourself if you don't like the one you have? Mother's stunned by all the questions you are peppering her with. Don't you dare ask me about that, Wolfgang. I'll violate my lot if I start explaining it all to you. I'm a commoner, not a priest. Hello, so you can't question why things are the way you are because you're like, oh, it's gonna... Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Critical thinking skills, I guess. You were flogged in front of your entire family. The pain burnt on your skin again and again. Tears keep rolling down your cheeks. It feels like the punishment will never end. It hurts to walk when you're finally let go. You slowly climb the stairs and walk to your room. You see a book on your bed, The Teaching of Satius, Volume 2. Your tears are dry now. You begin to read, slowly making your way through the difficult words. Every death of the body bringeth the soul ever closer to the twins' judgment. And when the body dieth a true death, the soul soareth to the shining pillar. The twins' gods do judge every soul, and their judgment is stern and unforgiving. He who followeth his law in life from birth shall melt in bliss atop the peak of the shining pillar. The words confuse and elude you, instilling fear and awe. You will read this mysterious book again and again as you grow up. Yeah, the whole society is screwed. You gotta switch it up. For real. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. It gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. One day, she takes your hands and puts them on her big belly, and you feel a movement deep inside her. You will have another brother or sister soon. Gloria takes you on walks to the yards now. You explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you songs and tells you amazing stories. Hey Wolfgang, do you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and songs is only for nobles. If Mommy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hitting Stefan? Our judge is my second father. In the past, I had another. Mother says the twins are great, says we should not fight our fate. Brother loves to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. See, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it is mine. But today your sister is nowhere to be seen. She promised to take you to the old pond and show you the red frogs that live there, but then she vanished. The servants join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers when she hears a commotion. Finally, you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She is holding a quill and sheets of paper covered in poetry. Mother becomes angry the moment she sees it. She looks through the poetry, and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems to be no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You were absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with this writing. I can decide that for myself, Mom. No, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. And he is not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny, and I need some time alone to think for myself. I'm not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It is time you learn how to properly care for children. Had your disgraceful former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble. But that is not our fate, and you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. Whoa. Gonna have to pack it up. We're all gonna have to pack it up. Okay? Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. You are a bystander to the scene, unsure of how to act. So complain about your sister. You complain to Mother about how Gloria often leaves you alone. No, why would I do that? Offer to write rhymes with her. When nobody can hear you, offer to write rhymes with Gloria. Comfort your sister. You comfort Gloria and say that your mother is wrong. Or you leave the room. I think I'll do offer to write rhymes with her. I feel like that's already a way of comforting her. Like already proving her wrong by literally encouraging her to do what she likes to do. Mother leaves. The last of your sister's poetry burns away in the fireplace. You hug your sister and whisper to her, "Let's go to the library," you say. The two of you can hide on the table and write together, something together. She shakes her head violently. Mother said no, and there's no way she would ever defy you. Be sure that it will be your secret. You pull Gloria to the library, she bites you, but you refuse to relent. You carefully peek inside. Your sister takes a small book from one of the shelves, and you read it together on the table. There's a book of poetry about eternal love. Gloria clearly adores it. You decide to write a poem of your own. She recites a line in an ecstatic voice, and you repeat it after her, and off for a rhyme of your own. She nods happily. You do this until the day ends. You have written a poem of your own and learned it by heart, but not a single line of it has been committed to paper, which means that you stayed true to your mother's rule. Inquisitive. Damn, I'm a smart kid. And I'm only 4 now? Mother is in her armchair, knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. The baby will need to be kept warm, she says. Father spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with this important job. He is a judge, after all. One day you decide to ask Mother about Stefan and Gloria. How come they're brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? Well, my dear, I didn't give birth to Stefan, you see. He's the son of another mother and Gloria's the daughter of another father. Come now. Don't knit your brow like that. You'll understand when you're older. How is that even possible? You're all family, are you not? That is real. Several days later, Mother calls Stefan and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you to leave, and then she relents. You are told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins, first to the older on the right, and then the younger on the left. Stefan, you're a nobleman to be, so walk along the side paved with marble, where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. What? You walk along the side paved with marble, where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. When you're there, you must get down on your knees, each on your own. Stefan, kiss his sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with the lash. Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to the suffering it brings. It is the blessing of your life. What? Yo! Is this like the Handmaid's Tale? Like, what is going on here? Hello? Like, are we dead ass? Gloria doesn't like the idea of the lash. There's a tense feeling in your chest as well. You were told to remember this. Will the lash strike you too one day? On the next day, they take your brother and sister to the temple. You run towards them when they finally come back. The back of Gloria's dress is soaked with blood. She's hunched a bit, sobbing quietly. Stefan is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. Nothing else looks different about them. It's like all is the same, and yet everything has changed. How the hell did these guys make it this far? There should have been a revolution immediately. You'd be surprised about the ways in which people will live in the name of faith. It's crazy. Because they truly believe that they will be punished. I mean, obviously a lot of these rules were made by man. You know, like the whole thing about noble, like the hierarchy is made by man. But like it's justified in defense of the gods will punish you if you don't do it in such way. And it's like fear mongering. And people just really believe like, oh my god, I'm cursed to damnation. But it's what it really is it's a power scheme. It is crazy though. It is crazy. Like, it's really nobody looking around questioning this shit. But even if they do question it, they can't question it out loud because they'll just get punished, right? So, damn, each of them has accepted their lot. This is fucked, man. This is fucked. I didn't know what I was getting into. This is fucked. Yeah, my relationship with him has basically not changed. Unity -1. We have disagreements. Okay. Okay. Brother and sister sacrament. Your siblings Stefan and Gloria took their first sacrament at the temple. This is so fucked. Like, you eyed a little bundle in your father's arms with curiosity. Behind the many layers of swaddling clothes, a newborn baby. Another boy? Bruh. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Stefan and Gloria are also here, all excited. You promise yourself you're going to be the best big brother in the world. You'll never hit him. Oh no. The two of you will play together and tease Stefan together and help Mother together and go on so many adventures together. It feels so strange to be an older brother. Just the other day you were the youngest in the family, but everything is different now. I'm only 4 still, right? Your parents name your little brother Nathan, and Mother spends day and night by his side, and Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Mother barely gets any sleep. She is so worn out, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance. She forgets her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You'd better bring it back to her as soon as possible. You run to Mother's bedroom. You miss her smile so much. You walk in without saying hello and give her the knitting, but instead of gratitude, you get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there, screaming all the time. Go away, Wolfgang, you're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. You look at the bawling newborn. She can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already. When are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking Nathan with malice in her eyes. His cries get even louder. She looks so tired from his never-ending screams. She seems to be within an inch of smashing him against the wall. Somebody has to do something. You're scared of your mother right now, but your fear for Nathan's life much more. Call Father for help. You run for the study as fast as you can and ask him to calm her down. You try your best to bring her back to your senses. Snatch Nathan from Mother. You take Nathan from Mother and run away. Damn. I feel like it's either snatching Nathan or calling my father, but I don't really know how helpful my father would be. Mr. I'm busy and basically has helped to raise none of the kids. Like, how helpful can he really be? And what if he just, like, hits my mom or something? So it's like, should I take the baby? Or should I go get my dad? Huh. We gotta save Nathan. You leap at your mother and demand she give you Nathan. She freezes when she hears your words. You snatch your little brother out of her hands. She chokes with rage and falls on the bed screaming. You run away to the playroom. Your baby brother is heavy in your arms. He sniffles. You say him gently like Mother did and quietly sing him a lullaby about the twins. Nathan calms down. Soon he closes his eyes. You put the newborn on your bed and swear on your life that no one will ever hurt him when you're around. You hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. Father enters the playroom. He looks at you, then at Nathan, somewhat confused. You did something bigger than you today, son. It is a noble deed to protect your family, but you should have come to me. Please understand this was my duty, not yours. You saved your baby brother from harm. If you feel yourself ready to take the responsibility to protect others, then maybe you can walk the path of the noble when you're older. But for now, we should bring him back to your mother. Come with me. He picks Nathan up. So it kind of did work out anyways. Because my father still ended up being notified. And he actually congratulated me. Wow. He picks Nathan up. Your brother is fast asleep, breathing quietly. The three of you return to Mother's bedroom. Father puts Nathan back in the crib. Mother's no longer screaming. She embraces you. Please forgive me. The twins know I was out of my mind. Please don't be angry with me. Get the fuck out of here. You hug Mother in response. Yeah. You hung mother. My willpower went down a little. So I'm 4 here. So my brother. So me and my brother have a 4-year gap because Nathan was born when I was 4. What are you? I'm 5 now. I think mom's a little bit of a psycho prob. Honestly, can you blame in the society that we live in? Are you that surprised? There's probably a lot more people that are a little psychotic. Your younger brother Nathan is growing. Mother spends more time with the rest of the family now. You help her and play with your brother and take care of him when she asks. You often go to Mother's room to sit at the foot of her bed after Nathan falls asleep. She reads you the sacred books and asks you about the things you learned that day. During these moments, you see the world through her eyes as well. One day, the door of your room opens and she brings in a large box covered with a piece of cloth. It is rare for you to see her so overjoyed. She sets the box on the floor and removes the cloth. The box under the cloth is made of glass and has a wooden base. Inside you see a layer of earth shaped into carefully crafted passages, and these passages are full of hard-working ants. Wolfgang, this is my gift to you, an ant farm. It's a little world in a small box. We can watch them through the glass. Look, this is the queen ant. She's the reason all these little ants were born. You sit by the box together. You hold your breath as you watch the ant colony at work. There turns out to be a method to the ants' chaotic movements. Every single one of them has a task to perform. Some of them have larger mandibles. They are the protectors of the colony. They can draw blood from your finger. Other works are all around the colony, repairing the walls and clearing any debris from the passages. There are also workers who collect food you put in a special tray, leaves, bits of meat, maggots, and brings it to the rest of the colony. You take a worker ant and put it right next to the food. However, the insect has no interest in it. It starts circling around the tray aimlessly. Mother takes the stray ant and puts it back where it belongs. Why did you do that, my son? The ants cannot do what they weren't born to do. Each of them was born for their own job. You shake your head slowly. If only the ants could do whatever you wanted them to. This is your gift now, so they belong to you. Or maybe Mother's presence is the reason they won't obey you. That's crazy. Keep playing with Mother. You offer to go outside together and find some bugs to feed the ants. Or you ask Mother to leave you alone. That is hilarious, though. I wonder what I should do. Oh, that's interesting. This feeds into the whole destiny thing. I'm gonna play with by myself. You move away from Mother and pull the glass box towards yourself. She looks at you in surprise, but she gave it to you. It'll be easier to learn about the ants on your own. Mother sighs and stands back up. Very well. I understand. You want to find your own answers. You've grown up so quickly, my son. The door creaks quietly as it closes, and you are left to your own devices. You spend a long time watching the ants at work, and then you decide to go outside and find them some bugs to feed on. Once your haul is in the tray, you note which bugs they drag away and which they leave untouched. Day after day, you keep the tray full of food, provide the insects with plenty of water, and remove dead ants from the farm. Your tiny subjects still refuse to change their peculiar ways. It is just as Mother said, the ant farm is exactly like the worlds we live in. The ants will never know that you are there. An epiphany event has happened. You experience an insight where your mother tells you about the ways of the world and laws and habits. Yay. You wake up to Father's touch on your shoulder. He is finally back home after a long trip. Wolfgang, today's your special day, the day where you begin your studies. Now teachers will be coming to our home to teach you, and you must do everything they say. Be diligent in your studies, and you will grow closer to the nobleman's lot. And since you must remember this day, a present is in order. Lydia, get our little schoolboy dressed. I am taking him to the market district. Stefan wants to come with you too, but father shushes him sternly. This is your duty. This is your day. Your elder brother is hurt to hear this, but stays quiet. An open carriage takes the two of you through the dusty, noisy... Yeah, stay down, Stefan. Stay down. Noisy city streets. A pleasant wind tussling your hair. Your city is called Anzote. That you already know. It is one of the largest cities in the entire empire. There is a big shadow on the street, and it comes from the white foliage and an enormous tree that spreads its branches all above the city. My son, did you know that the silver tree grew from the blood of our God's own disciples? It has been growing here for hundreds of years, right in our city. It cannot be damaged or burned. Not even the clergy know why. The carriage comes to a halt by a small shop next to a city square. You run there and freeze by the stalls in excitement. The shop is packed with dolls and figurines and toys. You've never seen so many at once before. Have you chosen your present yet? Father asks. You have. You want the Holy Order set, which includes several figurines of the Empire's greatest warriors of all time. You rattle off everything you know about the Holy Order. They were the ones who aided the Emperor's own forces in seizing the province of Magra and storming our city. That's how we joined the Empire. Father nods in approval. Holy hell. We're talking about like conquest, like as if, yeah, that's great. Very well. War isn't your lot for now, but maybe these toy soldiers will teach you to think like a general. We will lead them into battle and study military strategy. Go ahead, take your present. Having said this, Father turns away to examine the books. You run to the box of toy soldiers, delirious with excitement. But there is a fancy-dressed boy in your way. He's about to take your warriors for himself. He elbows you aside and reaches for the box. Anger overcomes you, and you push him from behind. Your opponent falls to the floor. The rich boy screams so loudly everyone in the shop hears it. He hit me! He hit me! A tall tower of a man looms over you. This is the boy's father. But then you feel your own father's hand on your shoulder. What happened? You press against father, your mind more at ease now. He will protect you. Yes, you shove the boy to the floor in front of everyone, but he tried to take your present for himself. Father turns you around to face him when he hears these words. Is it true, Wolfgang? Did you strike the son of a nobleman? I'm not gonna lie. I think I would just deny my guilt. Like, I'm gonna be like, it was an accident. Like, hey, it was an accident. Because I'm not trying to. This whole nobleman thing, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, I'm not just gonna apologize but just because of who this kid is the son of. Like, okay? Okay? So I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna say it was an accident. Yeah, my father died and I all reluctantly said boy was too clumsy. Now the two fathers come face to face. Your father is calm, while the enraged nobleman pelts him with insults and reaches for his sword again and again. The insults do not stop. In the end, the nobleman challenged father to a duel. There is only one way to protect the family honor. Father grudgingly accepts the challenge. Oh shit. They bring him home much later with a fresh wound in his side and another one on his shoulder. You spend the entire day by his bedside and doing whatever he says, overcome with a mixture of shame, guilt, and gratitude. Even though father rarely shows it, he would readily risk everything for his family. When father's wound heals, he brings you the belated present, a little box full of soldiers, the Holy Order made of tin. You line the warriors up in battle formation, only one thought on your mind. Your family is always by your side. I mean, that Dad really took one. He said, he said, Anna. Yeah. Wow. I'm 6 now. Woo! Today, Father ordered the dinner table to be brought out into the yard. For the first time in months, he's home, outside of the confines of his always locked study. He spends the entire day playing with Nathan and you, discussing various matters with Stefan, now an adolescent, and walking in the garden, and now a dinner under the open sky. Your entire family gathers together, with Father at the head of the table, smiling. He asks each of you about your studies. Nathan climbs up on his knee and recites a counting rhyme in a funny sing-song voice. Stefan mentions that his fencing teacher praised his accomplishments. He rises from the table together with Father to show his skill in a practice duel. Next comes Gloria's turn. She stands on her chair and recites a lengthy prayer by heart. Mother showers your sister with praise. Father chuckles quietly, hiding a smile on his mustache. When your turn comes, you recite all the ranks in the Legion, from common soldier to high commander. Stefan listens to you with a skeptical look on his face. Night slowly falls, but the servants ensure that the yard is well illuminated. You don't feel cold in the dusk tonight. It feels good yet so important. All of you are finally together, sitting at the same table. No fighting, just smiles. No arguing, just pleasant small talk. Then a servant approaches Father with a letter in his hand. He reads it in the dim light, and each line gradually washes a smile off Father's face, until only a stone-cold mask remains. Mother looks at Father with an unspoken question in her eyes. Gregor Brante is coming back to Anazote. He is the head of our family. My father. Ah, fuck. Your grandfather, Gregor Brante, he already looks like an asshole, returned to the family home from the capital. Ever since the news of grandfather's impending arrival, there has not been a single day when the house has not been cleaned or decorated. Your parents anxiously make sure everything is in order. They tell you to wash your face and hands after walks and scold you for leaving books on the floor. They tell Gloria she would be flogged if she is ever seen hiding in the attic. They make Stefan stay in his room. Even baby Nathan gets in trouble. Everyone is on edge. Then one day grandfather arrives. It is a grim day, so hot your neck is sticky with sweat. Father, Mother, Stefan, Gloria, you, and Nathan. The entire Bronte family stands on the porch in front of the house. The house servants lined up behind you. The carriage arrives, and out steps a tall, gaunt old man with a heavy walking stick and a heavier gaze. You cringe instinctively. Good health to you, Father. Children, greet your grandfather as you have been taught. Still trying to look like a real nobleman, are you? You can't fool me, Robert. I was the first of the Bronte family to be ennobled by the mantle, and I am the only one who remembers how to bear this burden properly. Yikes. I live honorably by my lot. Your marriage to that low-born wench cut us off from ever becoming nobles of the sword. My progeny could have been born bearing noble blood. Father, I beg you, this is not the place. Grandfather eyes him with scorn and walks into the house, the entire family following close behind him. I've been away far too long. The entire house is a mess. This is an insult. How can you live in such pigsty? Why? Why is he such an ass? The servants have grown far too lazy, all thanks to your commoner of a wife. I warned you, did I not? And yet you still did as you saw fit. And the children, what do they know of tradition or honor? They are being raised in a virtuous family, Father. And now you're speaking like a lowborn, who's content to live in humility. Twins willing. Now that I am here, this will not happen again. I'm taking your oldest son to the capital. I see you cannot provide Stefan with a proper education, so I will correct your mistake. Your father's fate has been decided just like that. Father does not object. He orders the servants to prepare Stefan for the journey. Stefan freezes in place, glancing at grandfather and father again and again. The latter puts a hand on his shoulder reassuringly. Grandfather's lips are a tight line, white with contempt. The house is examined, room after room. Everything grandfather sees is showered with scorn. He scoffs at a crease on a blanket in Nathan's crib in mother's bedroom. He mocks Gloria's knitting in her room. The door to your room is next. What is this, Robert? Tin soldiers in your younger son's room? He was born a commoner. I won't have him daydreaming of battle. Grandfather seizes a box containing the tin warriors of the Holy Order. Your father stays silent. Anger and fear boil within you. This is your big present from the first day of your studies. It means so much to you. But what if he's right? What if you need to prove your right to command the toy soldiers first? Grandfather shakes his head in disapproval and shoves the toy box into the roaring fireplace. If you wait too long, they will melt in the flames. Watch them melt helplessly. Burst into tears. Okay. I don't think that was gonna help me. Rescue your tin warriors. Well, I can't do that, so. Or strike him. I'd probably not strike him. We are beating this man's ass. Bro, do you see how much he has everybody? Nah, bro, he gonna hurt me. He gonna hurt me real bad. Nobody's gonna defend me. He gonna hurt my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a situation where you just pick your battles. I'm gonna watch them melt helplessly. The wood crackles, the tin melts, the unpleasant smell of burning paint fills the room. Father grimly orders the servants to douse the fire and clean the mess at your birthday present. Just a few moments ago. You watch the servants at work with a strange fascination, experiencing an odd feeling of freedom. It all seems right. Now, it's time for you to grow up. Grandfather leaves to examine the other rooms of the house. Soon, grandfather leaves. Your elder brother Stefan goes with him. From that day on, father's hired teachers tend to you alone. They bore you with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Arcanian Empire. You often distract yourself from this instruction by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet without your elder brother. Too quiet. Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stefan. Grandfather has sent him to a boarding school for nobles, and he is now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman. The rules here are way too strict. You can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission. But I've been studying with my peers. We're learning how to live as nobles in a noble society. We're also learning the art of swords play. That's my favorite part. With Stefan now at the boarding school, grandfather arrives once more, this time to live in your home. What? The only good thing is that he often has urgent business in Eterna, the capital of the empire, and has to travel there. One day you ask mother where he lived before. In Eterna, she says, but now his place is here. Why the fuck can't he just stay there? Each time grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. Sometimes father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstruction? Grandfather's answer is always the same. This home is mine, and I will live here as befits a man of the nobility. How old is this guy? Is he about to die? I hope he gets a heart attack. Some days grandfather stays home, and on those days you try your best to stay out of his sight. But there is no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food is there, but you cannot bring yourself to eat. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She has been crying all night again. Grandfather sits at the head of the table where nobody used to sit before. Robert, it is high time your youngest sons underwent their sacraments. Aren't we like children? I'm 6 and my brother is what, 2? Like, the fuck? Sir Brante, please, let them live free of the lot for a while longer. They are but... Shut your mouth. Robert, that wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. If this ever happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen where she belongs. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert. One to a woman of the proper station. Gloria drops her fork. Grandfather shoots her a scathing look. A tear rolls down Mother's cheek. Father does not look away from the plate, his hands clenched into fists. Baroness L. Lauder is one such woman. She is a comely widow and a fine match. She is suing for her inheritance right now and could use proper support and a husband. You can keep your low-born Lydia around if you like. Servant, mistress, I don't care. I would not do that, Father. I'm the head of this family, and the family's standings took a severe blow after you married that commoner. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of the beautiful Amalia Elborn for this lowly woman and that bastard child of hers? But now you have a chance to set things right. Don't disappoint me. Father nods curtly, trying not to look in Mother's direction. Father, I wish to see Stefan. If I find your conduct in the Baroness's presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She is coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared. Grandfather wipes his mouth with his napkin, throws it onto his plate, and leaves. Mother's lip moves silently. Nobody says a word. Then Father stands up and orders you and the other children back to your rooms. He needs to speak to Mother in private. Father comes to your room before bedtime. He sits on the edge of the bed and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. He distances himself from you after Stefan's departure, so you're not used to such attention from him. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark. There's a sour expression on it. My son, Baroness Emma L. Lauder, will be visiting us tomorrow. Please be polite and treat her with respect. Nathan will do as you do. I want this dinner to be as immaculate as possible. Don't let me down. On the next day, Mother starts dressing you and Nathan for the coming dinner. You see red all around her eyes. She has been crying, and for a long time. It hurts just to look at her. Nathan starts whining quietly. You and Nathan are dressed in new doublets. Your tousled hair brushed into shape. Gloria is told to stay in her room. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in a humble brown dress, looking pale. Grandfather has an uncharacteristically contented look about him. You hear the sounds of wheels and hooves against the cobbles in the yard. Then a pair of dainty heels come clacking. The antechamber is completely quiet and still. Fearing Grandfather's observant eye, the door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful dark-haired woman in a dress of elegant deep blue. Father takes the hand of Lady Lauder and kisses it, showering her in compliments. Grandfather's face is beaming in her presence. No one even bothers to introduce Mother. Baroness, allow me to introduce you. Robert's sons, Wolfgang and Nathan Brante. Frankly, it's his eldest Stefan who deserves most attention, but currently he is studying in Eterna with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his younger sons will also make me proud one day. Grandfather eyes you with a probing look. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her here next to your mother, your father's rightful wife? Okay, agree. The Baroness politely. You approach Baroness Lauder and kiss her hand, following Father's example. I don't know about that. Well, you take Mother's arm and leave the hall by her side. I don't know. Maintain your composure. You greet Lady Lauder with restraint and avoid getting too involved in the event. Okay. You demand that Father introduce his mother as his wife. Um, I'm gonna say maintain your composure. You mutter a proper greeting to Lady Alorder and bow your head. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Mother walking upstairs to her room. You, on the other hand, follow Father and Grandfather obediently into the sitting room. Grandfather and Baroness Alorder engage in small talk over dinner. They discuss her inheritance litigation, and he advises her like the judge he is. Father's mostly silent, only getting in a word or two. The morning after, Father leaves for Eterno with Grandfather to visit Stefan. He returns from the capital in a quiet rage. You overhear your parents talking. Apparently, Grandfather has already poisoned Stefan's mind against him, and he greeted Father with cold hostility. The name of Baroness Alorder is never mentioned in the house again. Oh, I would hate to live in that society. Especially me being a girl. Oh, nah. Like, that's why they knew to pick the perspective of a dude, because what would be your lot, bro? My lot would obviously be a lowborn. Like, honestly, I probably would be like a lowborn. Also, like, what is the benefit of really being a nobleman if you're like a woman, you know? Because then, like, it's like, okay, sure, you don't like get whipped and all that, but it's like I'm still gonna be basically up to the same fate, which is marry a good man and have kids and raise them to live like nobles. Like, I don't really think my fates would be very different being a noble versus a lowborn, because at least with a lowborn, like, I feel the injustice, I know the injustice. If I was like noble born and a woman, I would just be like raising a bunch of Steffens, you know. Main takeaway right now is that Archnean Empire might need to be burnt down. Yeah. What do you think? First of all, let me to give you that. Wait, actually, let me to send that question back to you. What do you think your lot would be? Like your realistic answer, and where do you think like you would actually fall? My lot would be nobleman, of course. Of course, of course, of course. How could I think otherwise? We're all gonna be noble. Right, right.